All right, welcome to the podcast, HASSDISCUSSES. We got a special guest, Tizzy T, is in the building.
So what's up, y'all?
He is of SRG, Successfully Reaching Goals. If you're a fan of the channel and you know my creative endeavors, you'll have known that there was a Jace interview, and he's part of the same movement. Rex at his crib right now. He might pop by, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so how'd you start making music with Jace?
What's funny about that is, I just came through for a whole nother subject we can't really talk about, but and then I saw the mic in his room. I was like, "Oh, you rap?" He was like, "Yeah, we're in here freestyling or whatever." So I was like, "Oh, I rap a little bit too." And he's like, "Oh, word?"
Well, when is this?
This was like, shit. We were both in high school. I'm thinking 2016? 16?
Word, yeah.
Yeah. Right around that area. And then I did my first drawing trip in front of him. And he was like, "Oh, shit." So after that, we just started rapping together. And then, before you know it, like, we're kicking it every day trying to figure out how to write music and shit. Oh.
What up, Jace?
Oh, shit.
I'm saying if you sit over here, so like, you know, it looks good on the frame.
Okay.
So around 2016, you're making a lot of moves. When was what part of 2016 was Run It Up recorded? Because that's the big one.
Okay, so here's what happened with Run It Up. So it was a point in time where me and Jacob, we stopped talking. We were doing our own thing. He was doing his thing. I was working. You know, we weren't making any music. We kind of fell off for a bit. And then Jacob was like, "Yo, what you doing?" "I ain't doing shit." So I came over his crib, and then we're fucking around with beats. You know how we do. We get in there. We start listening. And if we don't find it, we don't feel it, it's not the one, we kick it to the curb, you know? So we keep going, and we heard the beat to Run It Up, and we was just fucking around with it. And then, before you know it, a hook came out my mouth.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, we sit there, we like, okay.
Ooh.
And then the verses come out.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it was magic after that.
Yeah. And you can definitely go check that out on their YouTube and all that, and SoundCloud. Just go dive into the rabbit hole of SRG, the audience.
Yeah.
But so I think kind of after then, you and Jace kind of took the same break. It seems so, but now you're back into it. Tell us how you started making music with Rambo Rich.
What was funny is about how I met him. I met him through Apex. We were chilling at a cookout. You know, we were sitting.
But how'd you know Apex? 'Cause he's funny as shit to me.
Apex,
like,
we went to school together. Okay.
Cause like I just like his Instagram. He used to be posting some like inspirational, funny shit.
Here, can I see the lighter, bro? But yeah, I met Apex through school. But back to Rainbow. Yeah, I was at a cookout with Oh, yeah.
Okay, just take this drawing.
I was at a cookout, and then we was all freestyling and shit.
When?
At the cookout.
When it was the cookout? The books gotta know.
I
The
think
history books.
I think this is about somewhere in July.
Alright.
Somewhere around then. It's like right after 4th of July, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Either way, we was chilling, we was freestyling by the fire, and I realized he could rap. You know, we was going to collab. We talked about it, and then finally we just went on and did it. And that's how Don't You Dare came about.
Yeah, because that was a dope track, and shout out to Jace for making the cover art.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're talking about like an EP and stuff like that. Like, do you think that's gonna take a while to come out, or you're just gonna focus on collaborations for now?
I am working on it right now. It's in the works. I gotta get my collabs together, but it's definitely gonna be nice once it comes out.
So Tell us about that guy you're playing in the car. That I forget his name. It was like T's. What was it?
Tizzy Touchdown.
Dude, how did you find this guy? Because that's an obscure ass artist.
Shout out Tizzy Touchdown. Fucking. I found this dude, and he was on YouTube, and I just seen his background. It was like he had all these personas, and he was just doing some different shit. And at first, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna mess with it. And then I kept seeing it. It's like, all right, let me listen to it. And I listened to it. I was like, okay. And I don't know what it was, but that song was right on time at that point in my life, because that song helped. It's called Clues, some shit like that.
That's cool. Now I want to talk about artists that you really enjoy. I'm not gonna ask what artists you really enjoy, but I want to ask a real specific ass question about it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people arguing about one artist, like, oh, this one doesn't have a classic album, this one doesn't have a classic album. That's just a vague statement. I don't want to go into who. But what artist that you really, really fuck with doesn't have a classic album?
But doesn't have a classic album?
Like, what specific artist? You could chime in, Jace, if you got one.
What artist doesn't have a classic album?
It could be a new artist that you think one day will have a classic album. You know what I mean? It could be that too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Jace would say Clear the Way is gonna have a classic album one day. Yeah, like,
I don't
you know
know,
what I'm saying?
because it's like I usually listen to some local rappers, but it's kind of hard to be like, oh, they're my favorite rapper. The only local rapper that low key is my favorite rapper is Jace.
That's
I don't.
That's the
Vice
difference.
versa.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
So you think Jace is gonna have a classic album one day, or maybe he already has?
Rambo too. I feel like he.
Where's he based out of though? Like, what? He's kind of a little bit. I know a little bit about him, but he's kind of a mystery to me. You're talking about like Crip and all that. It's like, who is he?
Rambo, man. Rambo's Rambo. I can't.
Rambo's Rambo, and he be in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's my homie right there. But yeah, man.
Yeah. So you just kind of said Jace was your favorite artist, and you think he's gonna have a classic.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Who that Jace has collaborated with that you have not collaborated with would you want to collaborate with?
Zaire. Yes.
So you listen to Zaire every now and then.
His energy. I like his energy on.
Now we get into the bag like that.
I love his energy. I've never spoke to the man before, but
He has.
I fuck with him. His energy is dope.
Like in person.
Especially on the track.
I've never met him in person yet, but he's never really spoke to him, talked to him, anything.
Yeah.
But that's what's cool about music, though. You can respect.
If I interview him, I want to be in his crib, like his basement studio. Like, it just looks like a dope setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that I interviewed that I wish I had not went to their house. You know, like.
And bro, you gotta check his new album out. That shit is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie.
But you know what I'm talking about? Or like, there's certain people that I've interviewed and I just wish I'd never went to their house.
Yeah.
Like, just like, I don't want to say specifically, but yeah, there's some weird ass local people that like. They be on that 6ix9ine shit. Like, I don't care about ratting or anything like that, but I mean, like, they do the whole fucking skits and try and be too, like, they get their crack whores on camera. It's just like, geez, bro, just make some cool music. That's all I want to hear. I'm in it for the art. I want to take in the art.
If you see me on Instagram, I'm usually, like, just there, just liking shit. I'm not posting unless I physically have to post. Or sometimes I'll see something funny, and I'll repost it, and I'll be like, all right, you know, just to show y'all I'm alive.
I don't mean like you can't post something funny to Instagram. I mean like this guy's literally posting even, people sucking his dick on his story.
That shit's wild. Because for me, I'm not gonna perpetrate for anybody. I don't have to. If you guys don't fuck with me, okay, cool. Don't fuck with me. I don't care. I don't need you.
Yeah.
Like, I got other people that do listen to my music that do fuck with me, and I don't have to act like an asshole to get to the top.
Yeah. So, describe your little motto you have going on. You have a whole like little peace, love, and like I love that shit. You know I love
Peace,
that
love,
shit.
and hugs. Peace, love, and drugs.
You know I love that, bro.
Okay.
Like, how did that come to be?
How did that come to be? At that point in my life, I love to like rave and shit. Like your boy would like to rave. He like to go out there and party. So like I'm real big on being down to earth and vibing with people and getting fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
We're all one. We all one.
We're all one. Yeah, I like that saying, but there's always some. I don't understand how anybody could disagree with that. Like the whole "we are all one" type of shit. Like you gotta be a real hateful person.
You gotta be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Like I've removed like it took a while for me to do this, but I used to be a very judgmental person. You know, I used to. You know, I just felt like I had to be like that because a lot of people around me were very judgmental.
Nah, fuck that, man. Live your life. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. It's crazy that we live in a world where you can't genuinely be yourself. You gotta perpetrate. You gotta act a fool just for people to think, oh, this nigga's hot or he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's reckless. That'll land you somewhere you don't want to be. That'll land you around people you're unsure about. Not me. I'm sure about all my niggas in my squad. Everyone. Ain't nobody a snake to my shit. I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, too many people are like, they always want to categorize things and like call you this, call you that. And it's like, call them by their name or something. You know what I mean? Just that type of mentality. Like, yeah. So, SRG's kind of like I got this question for both of you. Like, who would you think of ever recruiting in an SRG that's not a part of it? I know that's kind of a question to ask behind the scenes, but I mean, who do you think has the potential to join in general?
You would have to ask my mans because, like, I mean, I've had a few, but I'm not gonna, say that because I'm unsure. I gotta hear more shit they drop first before I be like, all right, let's let you in.
Yeah, same thing. It's just been an idea, really. I mean, we're not looking for nobody specific, but when they come to us, they come to us. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I feel like anybody can. I want to definitely do something new and different, and I just really is the aspect of your mindset and what you want to do. I don't want nobody that's a diva or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I want somebody that just likes to make good ass music and fucking work their ass off, and then you just reap the outcome of that. You know what I mean? Rather than trying to be something else or trying to push some narrative or anything like that. You know?
It's real like they're very communicative, but they can also make something that's not too in your fucking face.
Yeah, but I also want you to be able to hold your own too, because we like competition too, and if you're not with the competition, you're gonna be hurt in the long run by joining. You know what I mean? Because like every day, like when we work together, like we compete with each other. Even when we had like our other two mans in this shit with us and working with us consistently, like we always competing with each other. Like you wanted to write a better verse.
I want to see that. I don't want to pressure people to do things they don't want to do.
It's all love. That's how you make good tracks.
But like fucking with the person in life, like in personal situations, like messing with the artist, like you don't have to do that all the time. But is that what you mean?
Like, nah, you don't gotta always be like,
But it's good to get that energy.
Yeah, it's always good to get that energy. But also, you gotta still remember at the same time, being too competitive will fuck your craft up because you'll start to think, how can I be better? How can I be better? Yeah. You stop thinking about the music you want to release, the music you feel in your soul. You're worried about sounding better than this person or being like this dude. Like, don't do that. Just have fun, man. That's all it is. Have fun.
Yeah, like sometimes when people compare themselves to other people too much, they think like sometimes they start acting like the person they're comparing themselves to. Yeah. And that's like can really fuck someone's like album up or something. Like you'll hear their album and be like, this album sounds like this album, but it's done by this person. Like that shit sounds like I hate to see that. Like I want to see people like do their own shit. But like, what artists that have like made an album that has what flopped? Like, what album by an artist that has flopped? Like, what album kind of what artist fell off for you? You know what I'm saying?
Fell off for me.
For you. Big artists. Like, I don't know. Like, you know.
Let me think, because there's been some shit that I've heard that was like, yeah. All right. I'm gonna say something that's totally gonna be off the grid. Like, there's motherfuckers on this shit that's gonna be like, who?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say this: Insane Clown Posse. Them niggas fell the fuck off, bro. Let me say that firsthand. Now, when I used to listen to those niggas, they were hard. Like, but even as they were getting older, like, the music started to soften up. Now this shit just doesn't make sense. There's all types of motherfuckers on this label, and some of them are good, some of them are garbage. And then you got Jay coming out with shit that's awful. And I'm like, these fans that they have are holding on by a thread. They're just being faithful at this point.
Kind of like Eminem fans.
And yeah,
I don't hate Eminem, but you know what I mean.
It's yeah.
But their tolerance level for like,
I don't fuck with it. It's like, you know, I love the old shit.
By Insane Clown Posse we're talking about.
Insane Clown Posse, everybody that was on the label before the new shit, like fucking Boondocks. You got fucking Blaze Your Dead Homie, Twisted, fucking ABK, like all those other old artists that were on the label. Those are the motherfuckers I fuck with. Like, I gotta
go down that rabbit hole. I'm not.
They're
I've
slipping.
heard of them.
They're slipping. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna give me their like, what's the good before they fell off? In your opinion, what artist? I mean, what album fucking was like a banger like back then when they were like good? When you enjoyed them as compared to now?
I would have to say, for me, the Riddle Box album was the shit for me.
The what?
The Riddle Box.
Okay, Riddle Box.
That shit was hard.
Well, what like kind of rap are they?
They're like horrorcore.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna fuck with that. I like that.
Yeah. And even in that aspect, like before I was even rapping like just regular rap, I was trying to do horrorcore.
What songs have been an example of your attempt to do that?
I haven't even released anything.
You have some in the vault?
It's just like something
I'm gonna need that.
I had. It's not even finished. That's why I mean, like, I tried to do hardcore. It's alright, though, I guess.
Yeah, I want to see that. I don't think you would want to see that. But, I mean, would you want to see that?
Creativity is subjective.
Okay, what? Okay. Okay, now, but who's your artist that fell off?
Fetty Wap.
Yeah,
that's sad though.
Fetty Wap, bro, what happened to him, bro?
Oh, no, that used to be my shit.
But like, him in 2015, like, bro, it was like 2015 is like one of the greatest artists, like, bro, like, and like, it's just like,
and he got the first ever Drake feature. The Drake feature effect started with him.
For sure, for sure. Like, yeah.
I just need an ad lib, just one to ad lib for Fetty Wap.
Just one good one.
Baby. Just one, bro.
Hire him for that.
That shit.
Pay him $20,000 for that.
20,000.
I'm not. I bet he charges $10,000 for a feature now.
Actually, probably like 400. 400. Actually, probably like 400. Actually, probably 200.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry, Fetty. You want to be joining the show?
Nah, that nigga's still relevant.
Yo, bro, what? When was the last time you heard you're listening to this new Fetty joint? This shit hit.
But that don't mean like.
Or you seen it on Instagram playing. Nobody uses that shit for TikToks, no promo videos.
He probably just chilling in the cut. He made money off them songs, I tell you. I know.
Oh yeah, he definitely probably rich as shit. He probably got money coming in out the ass from them songs and royalties and shit. Ain't saying that.
But let's say
recent music has been months.
But let's say like right now he decides like I'm gonna get this feature, that feature with this poppin' artist. Like, what if he actually tried? Like, I don't feel like he's putting in the effort to try. Like, why don't? That. No, I'm saying like, what if he said on my next album I'm gonna get Kid Leroy, Lil Mosey, Lil Tecca, Lil TJ, A Boogie, you know?
Then he'd be a pedophile.
What?
Looking all the children rappers.
Bro. Now you know what I'm saying though, like how like they're popping, like they're real, like.
Yeah, and they're all little kid rappers. They're all under the age of 18.
I'm just saying that because.
Why are they on your album? Get them up off of there. Y'all in the studio?
No,
because they got talent. They can talent.
I'm just saying, like, what if he got those artists? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be like, okay, we're gonna make a banger like album. We're gonna have like a lot of like hits. Like, what if he actually tried to make a hit album? Do you think that he could do that if he got those 5 artists that I listed? It could sell like 50K.
No, because you can get them artists and you can still fuck that up. You can give them 5 artists to anybody.
You know what he said though. The reason I fell off because shitty managers. He needs me, bro.
The same way.
He needs me.
You ain't falling off because of managers. You can make the music. I mean, but then again, that might just be like people being like kind of like stuck in their ways.
Fetty Wap, I will manage you.
I bet you would. Who wouldn't? Still, I mean, it's still you probably still get some money by folks gunning.
Folks gunning.
By folks gunning.
Oh my god, that's funny. Fetty Wap.
I need a light, bro.
I need you.
Hey, let me see real quick because this shit been working for me perfectly fine. I don't know what you be talking about.
Bro, I tried to spark that bitch like 4 times, bro. Do a recap on that bitch.
What? What do you gotta do?
I tried to spark that bitch 4 times.
Don't we? We do gotta play back, don't we? But no, actually, fuck you, because I was an asshole. I sat there after you said that, and I lit the lighter perfectly fine right here once, and it was lighting perfectly fine, and I showed the camera and everything.
You gotta. So I'd give advice to the listeners: get backup lighters. All right. God damn, this shit's annoying. Oh snap! Dude, that light look like. All right. What else could we talk about? I feel like we covered everything we could cover.
Tell them the name of the EP.
Come on, we gotta know that.
Tell them the name of the EP.
Okay. The name of the EP is Overdoing It. Overdoing It.
All right. Well, look out for Overdoing It. We're gonna try and get that on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get that, figured out. This is the team. We're growing, and links in the description to where you can find their music and their social media at SRG Tizzy and at SRG Jace. Links below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. That's fucking dope, man. Shit.
Chop that up.
Bro,
Chop it up.